to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Falcons will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Navy Midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Quarterback may change this route. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Handoff to the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Navy will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Direct snap. Running into the open space. It's a fumble on the play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Give to the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Navy quick to the line. The give. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
And And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm.
Touchdown, midshipman! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient five-way scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Clemens. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade, helping this Navy defense. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Here's the return. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Gives it on the option. He breaks a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the Falcons are in the hurry-up.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Falcons line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Navy will go back on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Finds a spot in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Second down coming up. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Takes it from the gun on third down. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on second and short. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to throw on third down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Right on the money. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Navy will have it with a first and goal. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Navy!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back and forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Clemson. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Falcons want to move quickly. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Caught behind the line. It's Keene. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And here comes the Navy offense. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Navy now facing 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Navy quick to the line. To the air on first down. He's got the back in the middle. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds a tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Navy searching for a 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Pressure coming. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down. He'll do it himself on the draw. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Falcons moving quickly to the line. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade, helping this Navy defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, the missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. And Navy will go back on the attack. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to pass on second down. Got his man downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Bring in the heat. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Midshipman. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Pittsburgh is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in the Steel City. They're trailing by 10 to Clemson. You never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Falcons racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. On third down, he drops to throw. They're setting up the screen. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. And the Falcons will call on their punt team. Wants to bring it back. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Might be changing the route. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to take off. Great job to get down with the slide after getting everything you could.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in. Breaks into the open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking downfield on first down. It's caught. It's a seam wide open, and he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride, and that's why he gets the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
The Falcons decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They'll give it to him again.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Snagged out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Navy quick to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Makes the catch. It's Jones. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown. Navy will have it with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, midshipmen. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it out. It's Clemens. And the coverage team able to wrestle it. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Pocket breaking down. Catch in the middle, it's Little. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Little. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Navy will go back on the attack. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Gonna look downfield again. It's on target and complete. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Might be calling a hot route. Snaps it in the shotgun. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Navy quick to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Under fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gives it to the back on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Falcons send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Got it near midfield. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Falcons will punt this one away. they'll look to pin him deep. Catches it at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's when the offense will set up shop. And Navy will go back on the attack. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, taking...
Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Now, 4th down.
If there's time to pad the stats. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So, we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff.
Yo, what's going on? Ram Smith, how you doing?
Surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
Now, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal.
Yo.
12-0.
What
They wanna
up?
be 14, and they want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented, nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right, y'all. That's gonna be it for right now. We're gonna see what's up on the other streaming platform that we get on, and see if we can get back on that too as well.